Hello there. Today I'll be making a little sketchbook tour of the sketchbook I used for Inktober 2018 and another prompt known as Drawloween. Um, I am in case you don't follow me on Instagram, I am I'm mostly a Halloween artist. I draw a lot of spooky work. So yeah, I do also do some comic book stuff, but I'm mostly into the whole spooky aesthetic, I guess. Let's get through this. First drawing we got is a criminal doodle Spider-Gwen. I was trying to figure out how I draw female characters in my style, so I just did Spider-Gwen. A little Xenomorph, nothing special. I am a bit of a Aliens fan. I got some Xenomorph stuff over there, but anyway, that's beside the point. Oh, this one's more interesting. I was meaning to ink this, but I never really got around doing it. This is of Springtrap from Final Freddy's. I'm actually a big fan of this character. Yeah, I try to make it where he's like filled with organs, because if you know anything about the series or like Springtrap in general, he's actually as the corpse. Well, he is the corpse of the main antagonist, William Afton. So yeah, I filled him up with like organs, got heart, lungs, guts, some bones, some just like pieces of flesh hanging out. Pretty gory, pretty cool. For some reason, I always draw Springtrap in this like kind of style, where it has like very like long teeth and completely white eyes. I don't know why. I always like drawing him like that, and I always like put a bone in his little ear. Yeah, I was originally going to ink this, but never got around doing it, unfortunately. Yeah, this one's a bit more interesting. So there's a old webcomic, well not old web animation series that was on Newgrounds, I think back in the early 2000s. It's called Zombie with an X instead of a Z. I like to call it X Zombie, but it makes it sound like a porno. But it's just Zombie with a X instead of a Z. Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna really get into it. I'll just look it up on YouTube. It's a very short series. I love it a lot though, despite how obscure it is. So I just doodled in kind of some sort of like I don't know, some like I don't know, just like some like splash panel kind of thing, like a lot of the characters. I was working on my style a little bit at this time, so a lot of these characters look a bit off, kind of. Yeah. Not really too happy how this turned out, but it was just a little doodle, so who cares? Another X-Zombie doodle. This is of Gallows. He's the main antagonist of the comic series that came out a little bit after the original show ended. So yeah, I'm actually more pleased with this. This is a bit of a mix between the style of the show and the style of my own style. The creator of this, James Farley, actually noticed this on Twitter and got retweeted. So, yay, I guess. Okay, on to Inktober and Drawloween. Originally, for the first couple days, I did Drawloween, because I didn't really realize how popular Inktober was at the time. So I was really only doing Drawloween. So yeah, that day was like a prompt with like evil bread or something. I don't know. So I just made this like killer gingerbread man. Little doodle. Nothing too special. Oh, some crappy doodle. Never finished. Oh, here. Okay, so prompt day 2 was like haunted technology or like haunted hard drive. I think it was haunted hard drive. And you know, because of that, I got a little bit creative and I drew Smile Dog or Smile.jpg. One of the only like popular creepypastas, that's actually good. But yeah, in fact, I used to be scared of the original Spinal Tap. I'm not really scared of it now, so it creeps me out though. Not it's not necessarily creepy. It's not scary. It's a crappy drawing. It's a crappy Photoshop job. Anyway, besides tangent, yeah, I made look a little technology, very organic, fleshy looking, kind of fits like. There's this part of my style that's like very on like John Carpenter's The Thing inspired basically. I do sometimes. There's a part of my style that's like very gross and organic. So yeah, you can draw a little back into your hand. So yeah. Next drawing, people really love this one. A lot of people like this one. It's of a mermaid petting a little monster. It's cute, I guess. Yeah, people really like this one for some reason. I think it's alright, but yeah. Looks like a kraken. Oh, another zombie thing. I was trying to ink this one, but I was still kind of figuring out my style at the time, so I didn't really like how it was looking. You can see it looks like kind of anime-ish kind of, but since I'm not really that big of a fan of anime, I didn't finish this. Also, a lot of these characters' proportions just look horrible. Especially the dinosaur back there and her hand. Yeah, but there's some parts his head, the way he looks, and the teddy bear right there. I love these so much. But just these little characters right here just don't look good at all. So yeah. Oh, back to Halloween. So yeah. This one turned out okay, I guess. I kind of rushed it out because I was busy at the time. This was supposed to be like where the prompt was werewolf mom, so I tried to draw a werewolf soccer mom, and I was trying to do cartoony proportions while also making it look like more like an actual wolf. And it didn't turn out that good, sadly. But what can you do? Yeah, I was extremely busy during the month of October, so a lot of these are rushed, sadly. Right here, I started doing Inktober. I did a Weather Chica from Five Nights at Freddy's with a little child's skull. It's like forming into the animatronic in her mouth. Yeah, I like how this one turned out. This is where I started doing a little technique of my style where if I draw like stripes or like just things with lines in them, I always put these little side pieces with them. And so yeah, this one's a bit organic-y, kind of. Yeah, it captures the kind of the feel of Five Nights at Freddy's. Just very like, just mechanical-ish, very spoopy. Gives you that like warm / creepy feeling. Yes. This was another drawing. I wasn't sure what I was going for here. I think kind of like those, like early 2000s, like edgy goth comics you would find all over the internet. I would always find them in like Roblox games. Yeah. I'm a bit of a 2000s nut, so. But that's besides the point, so yeah. Yeah. This one turned out okay. No, not what to say. Next drawing, Inktober, did a little Venom. I was figuring out my style once again. During the whole month of October, I was figuring out my style, so Eddie looks a bit weird, but besides that, it's a pretty good piece, I would say. Like how I did the wrapping around his head a bit. It's cool. Another FNAF drawing, because I like FNAF. Again, figuring out my style, so this does look a bit weird, but yeah, this is one's based off of the third book in the series. Spoiler alert, this robot Elizabeth, or baby, disguises herself to look like the main character Charlie, and hits on everyone, and I know it's stupid, but Yeah, let's figure out my style again. I mean, I already had my okay, during the month of October. I already had my style down. It's just more or less me trying to figure out how I draw like certain things, like humans and stuff. Because I mainly only draw monsters. And I was like, oh, I need to improve, so I need to figure out how I draw humans in my style. So yeah, a lot of this is like very developing, kind of. Yep, I like how Baby turned out. She kind of reminds me of like Powerpuff Girls, kind of. You know, that kind of style. Charlie is okay, I guess. I do like how the little toys right there turned out. This one people really liked as well. It's like some dead astronaut. I do like how I did like a glass effect. It looks super nice. Yeah, not a lot to say. It looks good though. Another one. I like to say this is actually the first ever version of my OC Marine shell. Because it's like it's like human with like skeleton bones in it. Yeah, but yeah, I like how this one turned out. I had a lot of trouble trying to figure out the hell I did the other set of legs, but yeah, weird, creepy, organic, and kind of cute. Okay, this is much more interesting. I was redrawing two characters I made up when I was little. They're both villains. I was in 3rd grade when I made these guys up, and they're quite badass, to say the least. That is a Vile, and that is the Raven. Explain the Vile. He was, of course, these characters, okay, Vile's design has changed a bit. I changed it a little bit, since his original design was dumb, kind of. I made him up in 3rd grade. Except the Raven, I kept his design the same, because for some reason when I was little, I gave him a really good design. Of course, the drawings I made of him were shit, but the way he looked in my head was badass, to say the least. So yeah, but I'll explain Vile. Vile is some alien that is he's a leader of this race of aliens. They all wear robot mech suits and have these like gooey, like they're these gooey aliens. Aliens, sorry, I can't pronounce alien properly, but there's these gooey creatures, and they have these mech suits they live in. So yeah, he's the leader. He has a hood, and he has these triangle pieces in the front, glass pieces, and they glow yellow. He is pretty cool. Not really the most complex villain, but he's cool looking. Okay, Raven, he's much more interesting. He is the bad boy. The story I made up with all these characters, it was just kind of, when everyone when they're younger went through that cartoon animal phase, like talking animals. And most young artists went through that phase, and I went through my like talking animal phase in like 3rd grade, and the basic story was about a bunch of mutated wolves. I don't know, it was stupid, but the villains I made up for it was bad, or pretty cool actually, and especially the Raven. He was like this weird interdimensional beast that lived on this like isolated planet, and on the planet everything was meant to look like surrealist artwork. For some reason when I was little I knew what surrealism was. I was weird, I know, but like all his minions were like these heads, or these giant eyeballs with like legs, and I don't know, it was cool. I still think Raven's one of my favorite characters I ever made up. Well, he's pretty much my favorite OC, I guess you can call him OC, but yeah, he was pretty badass. Especially with his little like wings. I still don't know how I made it up. He was such a creative character. I don't know how I made him in 3rd grade. Another Doodle Vile. It's just Doodle, so it's kind of crap. This one is a bit okay. Back to Inktober, Halloween or whatever. This one is a bit inspired by Joan Vasquez, because like giant forehead and tiny little angry eyeballs. Kind of just kind of it gives you that Joan Vasquez feel to it. Yeah. I think the prompt was Precious, so I kind of had this like cute skeleton girl living over this like pumpkin beast coming out of the grave. So it's cool. My dad for some reason really liked this one. I don't know why. Yeah, it's cute, I guess. Okay, more X-Zombie fan art, because I love this show to death. This is of Dirge, the main character. This one got retweeted as well. Oh, I made this because I currently... The second season of the series is being worked on, but the series is independent, so every episode comes out like once a year. So, yeah, it's made by one person, that's why. So, when the second episode of season 2 came out, it was a huge event for me, as you might expect. And I also, there was like some like tests going on at school, so I didn't really have to go to school for the first half of the day. So I just spent like my entire morning trolling Dirge. Yeah, his name is Dirge. Yeah, I tried to do this effect where there's like a zombie face coming out in the shovel. It kind of works, I guess, kind of. It's like reflecting, kind of. I don't know. Cool. Gotta do this on Twitter. Oh boy. Next one is the second version. Yeah, second version of my OC Marine Shell. Because I kind of had her design in my head for a while. With a bunch of different phases. Once again, it was for the Inktober prompt. I think the last version was for Halloween, if I'm correct. This one is kind of Tim Burton-y inspired. Tentacle hair. Yeah, it's alright, I guess. Yeah. Not really a lot to say about it, though. Some crappy doodle. Okay, this one is, I don't know what I was going for, I guess like some sort of like John Carpenter stuff thing. Kind of. Bit spooky. It kind of reminds me of this one artist on Instagram. He does like kind of, he's popular in like cursed images and meme pages basically, because his artwork's very memeable kind of. But basically he takes pictures in real life and like draws monsters over them. Kind of makes like a spooky monster con tape kind of thing. I forgot his name. But if you know his name, tell me in the comments. But yeah, I guess this is kind of inspired by him, maybe. I don't know. It reminds me of him though. Another random one. It's not really that special. Not too crazy. Still a bit cool though. Yeah. Another one that isn't really that special. But it was still fun to draw, I guess. This one, I wasn't really feeling it that day. I kind of rushed this drawing. It's okay, I guess, but not that good. Yeah, towards the end of October, you might see a decrease in these drawings in quality, at least. Oh, this one turned out so bad. I hate this one. It's supposed to be of like Blackheart holding the Ghost Rider skull, because Blackheart's the villain in the '90s Ghost Rider comics. This one just turned out so bad. I don't want to look at it. A one that turned out pretty good. This is Ripley from Aliens of a Xenomorph. Face is a bit weird, and I kind of messed up on her hand right there, but it's alright. I do like how this Xenomorph turned out, though. It's alright, I guess. Drawing never finished. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, though, actually. Man, it's kind of crap, though. Oh, this is of a vintage Halloween kitty. The old, like, 80s, like, cut. You know those, like, 80s cutout, like, Halloween decorations? This is, I was trying to redraw one of those. Whatever. Yeah, this is that. Okay, now we're getting to the more quality stuff. I was working on this, during all the Inktober and Halloween prompts. So that's why a lot of them decrease in quality, because I was busy working on this one. This is of the third version, I think, of my OC Marine Shell. So yeah. I posted this on Halloween Day. This is what this was made for. It was made to be posted on Halloween Day. She is in like some sort of coffin thing, kind of. Not really very proportionate, but sitting there with a bunch of vintage Halloween mask, flowers, kind of Day of the Dead-esque flowers. This a tentacle monster, and her guts hanging out. So yeah, very cool. Very cool. If you want to know about Marine Shell, I posted a whole like full on OC description thing on my Instagram, so I'll link that in the description. A couple crummy Halloween things, two or Inktober things, two special. Wow, this one's funny. Okay, YMS on his Twitter, he posted a picture. He was like shit posting, I think, and he put a picture of coffin. He said, "Draw your persona in this." And if you know anything about YMS, he is notorious for his "Cool Cat Saves the Kids" review. Oh, that's cracking me up. So yeah, so I drew Cool Cat in a coffin. It's kind of crummy, I know, but he has like Evil Dead hands. And a little handsome squirrel face. It's amazing. I love it. I believe this is my last Inktober drawing. Wait, no. Okay, it's my second to last one. This is of Knee from Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. It's actually one of my favorite comics. This actually started a little mini phase, like right after Halloween, of me getting back into Johnny. So yeah, it's a good comic, but yep, like how this one turned out. Try to replicate Jonan's style a bit, while also being in my own style. Very silhouette-y. Cool, I guess. This is my last one, did. Yeah, and this is actually the last in my book. This is of Alan from Daisy Brown. Daisy Brown's a web show. I recommend you look it up. It's pretty good, but really only watch the last couple episodes because that's when actual interesting stuff happens. But yeah, it's a pretty good show. I would say I'm a fan of it. Well, I'm not really. I'm not a fan. I'm into it. I'm not really a fan of it, but yeah. It's Alan and his adorable asshole Glory. He's an asshole. That's his whole character, but yep, there he is, looking nice. And that's pretty much all my drawings. So yeah, for me, Inktober and Halloween was a pretty good year. Especially since last year, not really to get personal, I had really bad anxiety problems last year, so getting to having a great after all the stuff that happened last year, having a great Inktober/Halloween year this year, it felt pretty good. I felt nice for the whole entire month, so this was a great time for me. A lot of great drawings came out of this, and I made up my favorite OCs, Marine Shell. So yeah. So if y'all want to see more of my artwork, just go follow me on Instagram, right in the link description. And if y'all want me to do more sketchbook tours, I will gladly do. Just tell me. So yeah.